Usually I tell you about to have a discussion, but right now we're about to take a flight. Anyway, in August 2018, most headlines, told us that the Emirates iconic A380 was going to be landing at the Kotoka International Airport on a one-way flight. And fast forward 2nd October 2018, it happened. The largest passenger aircraft landed at the Kotoka International Airport. Everybody was so excited about it. I mean, we saw it on social media, we saw it on all news outlets, even papers, even online. But the buzz wasn't just about the largest passenger aircraft landing Accra. It was also about the person who was piloting this aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio with me is Captain Solomon Quainoo, the only and first Ghanaian to ever pilot the A380. Hello, sir.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
Very well, thank
Captain,
you.
so I go like this, right?
Thank you.
All right, Captain, it's really nice to have you in the studios with us, and you're welcome to Breakfast Daily Weekend. And honestly, I'm so excited, being in front of you right now and talking to you, because I watched, that day. Everybody saw it online. We saw it on TV. We saw when the plane landed. We saw how they welcomed you with the hose, with the water, and they said it's some kind of like ritual for, the aviation people.
Yes.
Yeah, but let's just get straight into it. How does it feel, riding the A380 or piloting the A380?
Well, for me, it feels very exciting because being since my childhood, I dreamt to become a pilot.
Right.
And during those times, I never knew about even the various aircrafts we have. And being able to achieve the dream and also being able to fly the biggest passenger aircraft, anytime I get into it, I just say a thankful prayer that, yes, this is what I dreamt about, and I'm really grateful for being able to achieve that.
Right. So on October, the 2nd of October 2018, when you landed, when you saw all the welcome, when you saw all the buzz, when you saw, how Ghana actually welcomed you, and even the Ghanaian flag on the A380, how did that make you feel?
After we landed the plane, we exited the main runway and we go onto what we call a taxiway, and we taxied to the ramp. I was overwhelmed with emotions, and this is even before I saw the welcoming crowd.
Right.
I gave control to my first officer to taxi, and then I started weeping.
Oh my God.
I was so overwhelmed with emotions, and I tell people that I thought I was going to be a pilot and just enjoy my life, but I realized that the importance of that day, how it lifted the whole nation, not just Ghana, but the whole of Africa. After that event, I was working in New York airport. Someone saw me, a white guy, and said, "I know you from somewhere."
Wow.
And he said, "Oh, you are the guy who landed the plane."
Wow.
Yes, I went to Bangkok, so many places, and people, and it lifted the nation's name, and it lifted so many people. So on the day that I landed, with the emotions, all these things came through my mind, and I realized that I wasn't just to be a pilot, but to inspire and help our youth, not just Ghanaians, but the whole world, to dream big and make sure aspire to make sure that they aim for their goals and be able to reach their dreams, and that is possible. They can also do it.
Right. So how does your Ghanaian heritage actually influence your perspective as a pilot?
My Ghanaian heritage, my perspective as a pilot, I don't think my sort of heritage or Ghanaian nationality sort of influences it in any way. I get to work and I just forget about who I am and just do my job, and being professional, of course. I do it also with the mindset that I have to be professional, do my job well, and help the youth who are coming up to be inspired,
Right.
and then dream big.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you have actually written a book,
Yeah.
right? Flutter Until You Fly. Ladies and gentlemen, I started reading this book yesterday, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was very, very, very emotional. So when I saw him this morning come into the studio, I just wanted to hug him. But anyway, can you tell us what the book is about? I don't want to give you, I want him to tell us what the book is about.
Yes. When I was little, I decided to be I dreamt of becoming a pilot from a very humble background.
Right.
And people mocked at me because they saw even trying to buy a football was very tough for me.
True.
And I had to use socks.
Yes, I read that. It was in the first chapter. A lot of socks.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we fill it up with
Right.
other stuff, whatever we can lay our hands on. So imagine a 5-year-old, 6-year-old boy who can't even buy football and decides to become a pilot.
Right.
So they mocked at me.
Right.
They thought, what are you thinking about? And being so naive as a kid, I didn't know the enormosity or how enormous the dream is,
Right.
you know, what it takes to become a pilot. But I just said it, you know, and thank God I stayed focused, believed it, and did it. Went through so many difficulties, so many challenges, but I still stayed focused and managed to achieve that. And after I landed the plane in Ghana, a lot of kids who have dreamt to become pilots thought they couldn't do it,
True.
saw the possibility. So they kept asking me, how do you do it? How did you do it? You know, and I kept explaining to every single one of them, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, I have to put it into writing.
Yes, yes.
And then inspire them that it's possible, because I mean, how many minutes would I stay with a kid to explain what I've gone through? So I thought I'll put it in a book and narrate all the challenges I've gone through to let them know that it's possible. Also, you read in the book that along the way, I came across so many angels who helped me every step of the way. One would take me to one point, and then another would take over, take me to another stage. So
even your family,
my family,
your sisters.
That's right. Yes, they also helped. You know, and so am I saying I wrote the book just for the youth or underprivileged or to inspire them? No, it is for these angels as well to know that whatever they are doing is very good, because without them there would have not been any Captain Quainoo, and we need them even more now. With so many kids on the street, I've set up a foundation which I am trying. I help a lot of underprivileged kids. Before I became a pilot, I wrote to so many, to digress a bit, I wrote to so many charities. And what they did was, they give you something that will gratify you instantly.
Yes,
so they give you food, they take you to a nice restaurant,
And
you eat, you come home and you are still hungry. You're sleeping on the street. So I thought, what can I do to change lives? Because my life was changed, otherwise I'll be a street kid as well. So my target was not to just give them something for the instant, but to change their lives completely and totally. So we set up the foundation to help kids. So we sponsor people who cannot pay their fees. We take people abroad. A lot of the guys, we managed to raise funds for someone who is now a pilot, flying for a very reputable airline, flying one of the modern jets. A few young kids are in South Africa, in Hungary, and various places. And not just flying, but other fields. There is a guy in medical school now, and we sponsored some ladies at Presbyterian Women College of Education. So the book, to come back to the question, was written, 1, to inspire, 2, to tell the angels that we need your help for our kids. And also maybe another point I want to add is that the parents who insist that their kids should be just that. I want my kid to be a doctor. I want my kid to be that. No, leave them to dream and guide them to become what they have to be, because that is what may change their life completely. And also to raise money to help these youth. 100% of the profit from the book is going to the foundation to help the youth, because we want to inspire them. But what is the essence of inspiring and not empowering them? How do we empower them? We empower them by raising money, guiding them, sponsoring them, helping them, and set them on their dreams and goals to make them, help them arrive at the dream, and they can also be very impactful in our nation and the world. Yes.
So where can people find this book?
Currently it's online all over the world. Amazon. I hear it's 4.5 star on Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah, and
the writing was good, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I was a bit, I don't want to go there. It's okay. The writing was very good. It was intentional. I made it so simple that the person on the street can pick it up and enjoy it. So I made it so simple. But it's on Amazon. I have in Ghana currently, because of the many people cannot buy online, so we have contact numbers I can share. And people can order on my social media handles. People can order from.
So what are your social media handles and some of the contact numbers?
Yes, it's Captain Quainoo _380. That is the Instagram, and then Facebook. The contact numbers I can get it for you. Yes, I can get it for you. It's on the phone. I can get it for you.
Okay, so we actually have some messages on the tablet. All right, it says, good morning. Captain's story is so inspiring. In a time when Ghanaians are going through so much, this is a wonderful conversation to wake up to. And that's by Nancy from Dansuman. Another person says, hello, Chris. My son is dying to become a pilot. What should he study in school? And does Ghana have an aviation academy or anything like that? And this is from Brenda from Koforidua.
Okay, so people think that, of course, if you are a science-oriented person, maths, physics especially, it will help you a lot in becoming a good pilot. But pilot training involves so many fields. It includes biology, it includes law, a bit of history, so many fields. So what I will advise is that at the early stages, they should work on their maths and physics. But as they progress through SSS, they don't have to limit themselves to science. They should target what they are good at, because the good grades is very important. Because with history or management, you can still become a pilot. Business administration, it will be tough for you. You would have to work hard at the training school, but you can still do it. I know people who studied business administration and are still pilots. Yes.
So I'm going to ask you a witty question.
Okay. And there is one flying school in Ghana, but most of the flying schools are outside. We are trying to come up with a vision to set up a very state-of-the-art flying school in Ghana. So watch the space.
Okay. Like I said, I'm going to ask you a very witty question, and because I have read the book. You guys really need to go read the book. But when I ask the question, you might not understand the context, but only me understands the context. And he will probably have to share with us. All right. So do you still get offended when you hear the word obolo?
We laugh about it. The other day, you read about Kwame Buford, who is my elder brother. Yes, elder brother. Yeah, and the other day we had a family gathering, and we were all calling him Kwame Buford, and we were laughing about it. So yeah, I laugh about Obolo.
All right. Captain, it was really nice having you here.
Thank you so much, Chris.
We are definitely going to be following you in whatever that you're doing. And you can share your contacts, for people to reach out to you and get the book, or maybe try to contribute to what you're doing for the less privileged.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right, so while we wait for him to pop that out, are you ready?
Yes, I am. So the numbers are WhatsApp 00233 599 198548. I repeat 00233, which is the Ghana code 599 198548. And calling number is 00233 245 661 806.
Right.
00233 245 661 806.
All right, so Captain, before I let you go, you know, when it comes to history
Yes.
in the Western world,
Yeah.
right, we see that apart from the books, people actually act the movies out, like a biopic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watch Ghanaian movies, but I don't know if you watch movies at all. Who would you like to act your biopic?
Well, I have a lot of foreign friends
Right.
who have read the book, and everybody says Denzel.
Denzel. All right.
So I'm going to speak to him.
You're going to speak to Denzel.
Denzel.
Right, Denzel Washington.
Correct.
That's nice, that's nice. That's nice, Captain. Thank you. It was really nice having you on the show.
Thank you so
really.
much, Chris.
And it's like this, right?
Yes,
This is what it is.
you
All right.
can do that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we've been speaking to Captain Solomon Quainoo, the first and only Ghanaian to ever fly the Emirates A380, and that is the largest passenger aircraft in the world. I mean, it's really inspiring having him here, and go out there and look for his book, Flutter Until You Fly. And like I said, I've started reading the book. It's emotional, you might cry. By the end, it's happy and it's life, and he will inspire you. So go out there and support him and support his new book too. And like he said, revenues of this book will actually be used to help, you know, kids who need help, because he has been in that position before. So he actually wants to do something great for the children out there.